The following is a presentation of Stewed Productions.
It's Thursday. We're live. Welcome, one and all, to Liquid Lunch. Hi, I'm Josh. How's everybody?
Hi, I'm Kennedy.
No, dude,
No.
you can't do that.
What was your intro?
I was doing it.
Oh, okay.
When you're the host, you just do it. Take me full.
Let's start barking.
Hi, everybody. I'm Josh. Welcome to the show. It's Thursday. We've got things to do and beer to drink. Serious episode today on Liquid Lunch. Thank you for joining us. Joining us? Me? I wasn't sure which way to go. Me? Us? It's us. Mus. Thanks for joining Mus. Hello to those watching on the Instagram. How's it going? And to my left, as always, the one, the only, Kennedy.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Kennedy.
There you go.
Thumbs up today.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. It's a serious show today.
It is a serious show.
Very serious.
Yes.
We got serious stuff to talk about.
Do we? I don't think we do.
No, we don't.
I don't know if we have anything to talk about today. Joining us later on the show in the works, I think we've already got it worked out. One, James Huggy Bear Wolfe from local group Brewing will be joining us via the phone.
Yeah, can I show her? Here's a little sneak peek.
Yeah, show him that peek.
Yeah.
Oh, just a peek.
It's called sneak peek.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So anyway, he'll be joining us.
Are we on Facebook?
Huh? Oh, that's probably why nobody's watching.
Oh, hold on. I forgot to hit the button.
Oh. Which button?
The button that says go live on Facebook.
Oh.
All right. Do we want to start over?
I think we're already there now. Let's just crash into it. Hi, everybody on Facebook, Instagram. Hi, my local delivery joined. Wave at all you guys. Hi, how's it going? Everybody's checking us out. We're a local. You got Josh Cam today. I apologize. You don't have the full.
And I apologize to all the Facebookers that are just tuning in.
That missed all of that earlier.
Yeah, they missed. You missed something very special.
Yeah, but
You'll have to my fault.
You'll have to subscribe to the podcast or go subscribe on YouTube or are we on Periscope?
We are on all of them.
Okay.
You know what? Last week somebody said that they found us on Periscope.
And then they jumped over.
Yeah. Then they made the switch.
Oh.
But first found us on Periscope. So
well, there you go. You never know how people are going to find us. So if you're watching on Instagram and you don't just want to see the side of my profile,
yeah,
you can go to YouTube. You can go to Instagram. Well, you're on Instagram. You go to YouTube. You can go to Periscope/Twitter, Liquid Lunch. What is it? Liquid Lunch TX, or to our Facebook page and check us out there with all the multi-cameras and our guests and all that kind of stuff. You could actually see Kennedy. I'll figure out how to do a multi-cam on Instagram eventually.
It's okay.
No, it's not. It'd be great. People love Instagram. See, look at all these people loving Instagram right now. You know, or you can download the podcast or listen on our live audio stream on Mixler. So we're everywhere.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
We're everywhere.
Yeah. We're like that. There we go. Boom. Now we look good. Now you can take that wide shot and everything look great. This is a beer drinking show. We are in Texas. We are Texas's only live midday craft beer show. There are some other live shows. There are some other.
Are they weekly live?
Yeah, mostly.
We're still better.
Well, we're earlier for sure.
Better.
The Power Hour down south of town.
Yeah,
Sylvia and all them. They do a good job. What is it? What's the radio channel? Drought, some power radio. I don't know. I don't have it in front of me. I apologize, but you should listen to that. They're on later today, typically later Thursday evenings, and so you can listen to that too. And then there's a homebrew show, like midday, like 3, 4, 5 o'clock, near Dallas or somewhere up there. I forget.
I know there's
Come and Brew It.
The Dallas Beer Talk.
Dallas, but are they live?
I think they're live, but
When do they go live?
I don't in the evening, but I think they only do it like
Once
a month or something.
Oh, okay. Well, we are Texas's only live midday craft beer show. So there you go. There's other shows. There's other ones that are live. There may be others that are midday. I don't know if you're depending on when you download and watch, but we're the only live midday one. So we're called Liquid Lunch, and we talk about beer. Speaking of, Kennedy, are you ready for this?
No, I'm not.
There's always a question that is asked.
I'm not ready.
When you're on this show. And
Hold on,
that
hold Okay,
I'm
go ahead.
stretching.
All right, so
And-
you have to stretch for a while.
Okay. And that question is central to what we do each and every week here on this show. Like last week, we were at the Grain Cellar. Sponsored today's show, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But we were doing it was a brew day, and we got to hang with the Rogue Brewers, and that was fun. And so if you missed out on that one, again, go back to YouTube. You can go back, just scroll up on Facebook or even on Twitter. I believe it's pinned to the top of our Twitter account. Or go back and listen to that podcast. Anything you want to do. Huh?
Did I get a mess? I got a weird message.
What does that mean?
Saying something about
About what?
possibly violations we're doing right now.
Who said that?
I think it was Facebook.
Violations we're doing?
Yeah, like they might kick us off.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I
Was
don't
it your
either.
intro? You think it was just that little bit of your intro with a little bit of the little sampling we did? I thought it was cool to sample for like a 2-second thing. We're still on though, right?
Yeah, but
Are we not allowed to drink beer on Facebook?
maybe. Who knows?
I don't know. Facebook's gotten a little funny lately.
If we're not allowed to drink beer on Facebook, then this may be our last episode.
Yeah, I think they're cool with beer as long as you're 21. We're well over
Hold on,
21.
Let me check these messages.
And
All
you-
right, it says admins may now see content that is removed from groups for violating certain community standards.
Okay. Oh wait, what communities are we in, and what standards do they have?
Admins may now see
did my cursor
content
go?
that is removed from groups. I don't know. I don't think we're doing anything. It may be nothing.
Okay.
No.
I'm trying to get my cursor back over here. I can't get my cursor over here.
Hi, Gail.
Oh, hey, Gail. How you doing? I can't get my cursor over. Oh, here we go.
We didn't talk about this last time,
Did we not?
but
What?
for the love of craft,
Yeah.
Julie got to work with Gail like the whole day.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they best buds now?
They're, I don't know about besties, but
They know each other.
they know each other now.
I think to know Gail is to love Gail.
I would agree with
One
you.
of the sweetest people I've ever met, Gail.
I agree.
You are.
Second to me.
I mean, it's a different type.
Different type of sweetness.
Yeah. So
For sure.
anyway,
All right. Now, I tend to remember you asking some sort of a question.
yeah, I was gonna say, hey, Kennedy.
Yeah.
It's time for your favorite segment and mine here on Liquid Lunch. This is
What you drinking?
So, sir,
We nailed it that time.
what are you drinking? Well, right now I did my pre-show beer. I'm just gonna pull it up right here. Blammo! It's not 5:00 here, but it's close enough for this beer. 5:00 Pils from St. Arnold. This delicious, crisp Pilsner was brought home from the grocery trip, and so now I'm drinking it, and it's delicious.
Good story.
I mean, that's really all there was to it.
You're also drinking out of a can.
It's fine. It's a working man's beer. You know, you get up at 5:00, just like Merle said. Working man blues, man. Just drink a little beer in the tavern on a Sunday.
Uh-huh.
Just talking about the working man blues. That's what I'm doing. That's what I do. That's what I do. It's a delicious beer, though. Love Pilsners. I had a great Pilsner at Holler this past Tuesday for Interbrews.
Oh.
That's a little shameless self-promotion. If you want to listen to that, John Holler and myself sat down there at Holler Brewing here in Houston, which if you've never been, do yourself a favor and go. Tons of variety, and since they're small and nimble, they can do this, a lot of head movement, so they're not going to get punched, they're not going to get jacked, they got good head movement. They use a lot of different yeasts. We had that that was part of the discussion on Interbrews. So it's always fun to talk to John. And it's always fun to go to Holler Brewing. So download episode 205 or whatever the latest is. Wherever you like to download podcast, it's there. So there you go. We drank a little Pilsner, some lagers. We went lager heavy.
Brendan joining us is currently drinking a homebrew Berliner.
There you go.
Yeah, and knowing Brendan, it's probably delicious.
Yep, Brendan is a talented
Yes,
brewer.
he's helped me out with a recipe before.
There you go.
That won 4th or 5th place. We're not sure. The last
Out of
homebrew.
5 or 6 people.
I think there was at least 8.
Oh, I think that number grows each time I ask that question.
Maybe.
But,
And then Ben jumping on. He's wishing us a good day and wants us to rock on.
oh, thank you. We shall rock on. Promise.
Now, what I bring to the beer table.
Oh,
today.
yes. What do we got?
All right. It's funny you should ask.
Is it?
Oh my. Oh wow! I was way up in that camera. Sorry, buddy. Ooh, hey Mary.
Hey, Mary.
Thanks for jumping on. I recently went to one Pint House Pizza in one Round Rock, Texas.
Can I say I'm a little jealous because that's literally 5 minutes from my in-laws' house, from my wife's parents' house. I've watched that place get built, and we haven't been up there since they opened.
Dirty rat.
And you beat me to it.
You are dirty.
What?
Words I can't say right now.
I don't think that's.
5 minutes away and you don't go?
No,
Well-
I'm saying I haven't been up there since it's been opened.
Oh,
The last time we were there was like the weekend before it opened,
okay.
and we didn't get a chance to go.
Anyway, I have training binds.
What are binds? Do you know what binds are?
They're no.
Let me give a little explanation. Hold on.
Oh boy, I'm sorry.
Hold on, Neil. Hold on. Let me find it. See if I got the book somewhere.
The wrestling book?
No. I don't know where it is.
Okay. Well, you can just tell me.
Well, I was gonna use it as reference, but Stan Hieronymus, beer author, and one of the books he authored, he wrote "Brewing with Wheat" and a couple others. Hold on. Hey, wake up! You're gonna miss this. For the Love of Hops, the four of the main ingredient must-read books if you are a home brewer or a beer lover. So for the Love of Hops, which is the green, I don't know where I put it. It's somewhere around here. But anyway, in that book, or if you've ever grown hops, which you can get hop rhizomes from your local homebrew store anywhere around, typically during the spring, I believe. And instead of vines, Kennedy, binds are what grow for hops when they crumb up, and you train them onto the thing you want them to grow on. So whether it's lattice work or a line, so that because they can grow up to like 30 feet tall.
All right, that's mildly interesting.
It is interesting, and
Yeah.
only the female plants produce hop cones.
Yeah, just like marijuana.
They are a cousin of marijuana. They're in the same
Marijuana, the female plants only produce. They're the ones that produce the buds,
family. There you go. They're very closely
or
related.
so I've been told.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
You don't have. I think now that it's legal everywhere, you don't have to be all, worried about perception. I think everybody's.
Oh, Brendan knew it right away.
What?
By the way, what binds were.
Well, of course he did.
Yeah, of course he did.
That's why I keep you. You don't know everything. It makes me look like I know stuff. If I had Brendan on the show, I'd just be like, okay, what else? You just explain it.
So we are going to be comparing Training Binds, a delicious IPA from Pine House Pizza in Round Rock.
Yes.
I tried the electric jellyfish there as well because everyone's going crazy about that one. I prefer this one. This one's good.
Well, everybody's got their own palate.
But we are going to be comparing it to one of my homebrews.
Can you think about this for a second?
This is a New England IPA,
Yeah.
and we're going to compare the two.
Okay. Think about this
whether
for a
you
second.
like it or not.
Think about this for a second.
Yes.
The electric jellyfish.
Uh-huh.
We heard about that first when we went to the Texas Craft Brewers Guild Festival like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And they had been talking about electric jellyfish for a while. And so that's a hazy IPA.
Yep.
And everybody's going nuts about it then. In beer terms, 2 years is like, in beer years, that's like 17 years.
You mean beers? Beers?
You sound German.
Yeah.
Beers. No, just beer years.
Beers.
Beers?
Yeah.
Uh,
Beer years.
I just like beer years. Anyway, that's like for the hazy trend. I'm not even going to call it trend. The hazy movement.
Yeah.
The hazy wave. Mm-hmm. The have.
Yeah. Yeah, the Have. That's a good.
The
one.
have.
Yeah.
The have that's been going on.
Yeah.
That's like old school. Electric jellyfish was one of the the OGs.
It was good.
It is good.
It was good.
So I'm just saying when you say that you prefer one better, it's like things have evolved since then. So just saying. It's like Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, like the first American pale ale that everybody was just like, that went gaga over. But that's literally, in beer years, that's like 152 years ago. because it was one of the first pale ales. It's a great beer. You go back and drink it, you're like, oh, this is nice. But when people first drink it, they're like, I don't know if I can handle this. So anyway, there you go. Oh, you know what? Hey, are we ready for our guest?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay.
He's not Skyping, right?
No. He's just doing normal. No,
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I know what I am ready for.
The outro? Or to
No.
pour the beer?
I'm ready for it.
Okay.
I'm ready for some training binds.
Let's do. Okay. You do that,
IPA.
and I'll call.
IPA. By the way, 7%.
Oh, the training binds.
Yes, 7%.
Okay.
7%.
Okay. We'll call. Hold on. You're gonna have to talk louder because I've got him just kind of over here.
Okay.
I don't have the audio through the microphones for him.
Yeah.
But calling James Huggy Bear Wolf.
Hold on.
James Wolf. He said he was ready. I hope that was him that said he was ready. Maybe he's not ready.
Did somebody lie to us?
Maybe.
Hey,
Yes, may I speak to Huggy Bear, please?
speaking.
Oh, hi, Huggy Bear. This
Mr. Bear.
This is Josh and Kennedy from Liquid Lunch. How are you, sir?
Hey, good. How's it going?
It's good. I was just trying to be all formal with our intro. What are you up to right now? It sounds like you're busy working.
Yeah, I just got done kegging up some Saison. And, yeah, just starting to clean up now.
Nice. And then you broke out your mic and your headphones real quick to talk with us on the show. That was really nice of you there in your top secret location test brew house, right?
Yes, exactly. We're doing everything we can before we open to get ready.
It's pretty amazing how you could stay statue-like still there.
Yeah. And don't let your eyes dry out too much. But I mean, that just goes to show.
Are you going to blink?
Yeah, don't. Yeah. Well, you just miss it
yeah,
every time.
well,
Anyway.
You've seen the ventriloquist, right? It's kind of the same. I can do the same thing.
Yeah. Well, you're a man of many talents. Local Group Brewing, everybody. One of Houston's soon-to-be best breweries, most anticipated breweries to open. What's the location exactly as y'all are building it out? What is the exact location here in Houston?
All right, yeah. So we're going to be a full brew pub in Hardy Yard, between Hardy Yards and near North Side, close to St. Arnold, about a 5-minute walk north of there.
So there you go. A full day's worth of activity there between Local Group and St. Arnold. You can do lunch and dinner. You know, it's going to be fantastic. So you have been doing everything you can before y'all officially open. So you've been posting pictures and things like that on social media. Where are y'all as far as the build out now?
Yeah, so we're under construction right now. The walls are up. They're going to get drywall up hopefully next week. They're working on the doors and windows right now. As soon as the doors and windows are in, then they can turn on the AC and put up the drywall because they don't want anything wet inside when they put up the walls, the drywall.
Yeah, and it being Houston, everything's wet. So
yeah, with the humidity, they gotta turn the AC on and let it dry out over the weekend before they can do anything.
Yeah.
So hopefully that goes up next week. So that's kind of the process right now. Tomorrow we're moving in our serving tanks. We got serving breaks. We're going to serve off the cooler. So we'll have fresh beers coming straight out of the tank through the taps. And so we're moving those in tomorrow.
Okay, that's exciting. That is really exciting. I get a little giddy when I see the pictures. I love being able to watch all the updates. But y'all are not just waiting for your brewery to open. You've been collaborating all around town. You get around, Huggy Bear. Your latest collaboration with Great Heights. What can you tell us about this anticipated beer coming out? It's this weekend, right? On the 1st?
Absolutely, yeah, on the 1st. So I talked to, this would be our 3rd collab. We did 2 with Holler, and now this would be our 3rd one with Great Heights. I talked to Sean and Patrick. I've known them since they opened, and they're great guys. And I like their beers. I like their place. We kind of had a connection. We said, hey, let's do a beer. He's like, yeah, I've never done a pale ale before. I'm like, all right, let's do a pale ale. So we kind of worked on a recipe together, and I was out there a couple weeks ago, and we brewed it up. So it should be out Saturday. Yeah, it should be already kegged up. They're just kind of getting the final touches, and then we'll do a big release on Saturday kind of thing.
Oh, that's cool. If y'all have everybody that's oh, thank you, Sylvia. Sylvia complimented my hat. If anybody has questions for Huggy Bear, we got him for a few more minutes. He is you heard he's busy working, kegging, and cleaning, and all that kind of stuff.
Do you want to hear an interesting story about Great Heights?
Yeah, absolutely.
Jules and I first date.
Oh, there you go.
Was that Great Heights?
Did you know that, James, that Kennedy and his girlfriend, can we call her, is it girlfriend, fiance, soon to be significant other? Anyway, their first date was at Great Heights. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Love is in the air.
yeah, it is.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay, so when you're doing a collaboration, now that this is old hat for you since you've done so many, what goes into the process of coming up with the beer? Do y'all just do you automatically agree on ingredients? Do you find that you're kind of on the same page with the other brewers, or do y'all have to thumb wrestle for stuff, or 40-yard dash to see who gets to? How's it work?
Well, I guess I'll start is that we love and appreciate Houston and the Houston beer scene, and so we want to kind of get our give it back to that. Local is also in our name, so we want to be local. So when we I'm talking to some breweries to do some collabs, and so we kind of have to figure out, first thing is an idea, either it's an ingredient or a style or something that we want to do. Either something, and it's usually something a little bit different than what either of us has done before. We want to, every time we do a collab, we want to have everyone who's participating learn something out of it. I get a lot just going out. When I go to Great Heights and brew on their equipment, I'm learning new stuff. I'm learning new techniques, new processes. I'm looking at his recipe that they have to adapt to their system and how they adapt it. So it just usually, we're pretty, so far everything's been pretty open, and we're kind of not exactly. I mean, I don't want to say, here's my recipe, brew it exactly like this, and then I'll see you later, kind of thing. And the same thing they don't want to do. They don't want to say, hey, here's what we're going to do. You have no question. Now pick up that broom and start sweeping, So it's definitely a back and forth, I'll say, hey, can we do this? They'll say, maybe we'll do it that way or do it this way instead. And they'll go, yeah, that sounds good. We'll talk it out. So it definitely is a synergy kind of thing.
Okay. When you went in, when you're doing a pale ale, geez, really? Sorry, James. Got Jules and Kennedy via the Facebook trying to, I don't know what y'all dirty talking to each other.
Yeah. Hey, baby cakes is that's really dirty.
Well, that's
Just dirty talk.
Anyway, sorry. What was I going to ask? Oh, so when you're looking at somebody to collaborate with, I mean, obviously, I'm guessing you're trying to put a little bit of your signature on, a little bit of their signature on. Do you look is it just a matter of, hey, I just want to brew with them just for the sake of brewing with somebody, or is there a criteria you look at when you're like, oh, this would be a good matchup, or is there anything like that, thought like that?
It's kind of people, I've been in the industry a while, coming up on 7 years. So it's people that I've worked with before or, hung out with, had some beers with, people I respect. I guess just people we kind of have a connection with, If I don't know someone, I'm not going to do a brew with them just to do a brew with them. I want to have, there's got to be something there, some chemistry, as it were.
Yeah, that brewing's full of chemistry, Kennedy. That's a brewer's joke right there.
Yeah.
Get it?
I get it.
I don't know. Anyway, well, cool. So this Saturday, Saturday is the first, right? Did I?
Yes, this Saturday. They'll have it on tap, I believe, when they open, but we're going to be there from 2 to 5. Me and my partners, we're going to try to bring some friends out too. So everyone's welcome to come out. They're going to have the Purple Flower pizza truck will be there, serving up some pizza. And we'll be out trying the beer, shaking hands, kissing babies, the usual kind of thing.
That's big of you. All the baby kisses you'd want to get.
Yeah.
So what is so getting ready for the brewery? Obviously, your construction work and things like that, are things you've got to probably answer questions on, and there's licensing and all that kind of. But as far as beer preparation, I know you were on Interbrews a couple months back. I went back and looked for pictures, and it was cold. I was like, oh yeah, not that cold anymore. So it makes it feel like a long, long time ago. But how often are you brewing? Are you brewing every day, or
Yeah. So now I'm brewing several times a week. I think I just did my 80th beer.
Jeez. That's
on
awesome.
the test system.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, some of those are splits, but I've brewed 50 different batches of beer so far since the beginning of the year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
And
impressive.
I'm trying to perfect them. A lot of these are recipes that I've had back in my mind. I've had some ideas on something I've always wanted to work on, just never had a chance. Some of it is just minor tweaks. Like I know I have an idea. So like some of the recipes we've done, did 2 brews on it. The first one came out great. I did it again. It came out great again. I said, all right, lock that one down, move on to the next one. Some of them I've done 5 batches on, and just still trying to get it perfected,
Okay. Now that's it. Have you have you narrowed it down to your opening day lineup yet? Have you picked a starter?
Not yet. We're still kind of. I have some ideas, but I don't want to really say exactly what we're going to have because things could change between now and then.
Yeah.
Right now, we're just I'm making some beer. We're inviting some friends over on a weekly basis, having them test it because we want to get some feedback. We want to make sure that we're making beer that people want to drink. I can make all the beer I want, but if it doesn't sell, then I should just be homebrewing instead, because we also sell the beer and, make some money off of it. And, but I want to make stuff that people like, that's why I'm not just homebrewing. If I was just homebrewing, I couldn't reach as big an audience. So I want to make stuff that people like and I like too. I want to put out something I'm proud of and that everyone else likes too.
So James, I'm gonna need to send you my contact information because I'm assuming that's why I never got this invite because you don't know how to get a hold of me. So we'll take care of that.
I've had Mike out here actually. Yeah, he came out once or twice.
Yeah.
I guess you weren't there that day, Kennedy. So we'll.
He doesn't tag along for the Interbrews episode, so it's
no, not if they're really far away.
That's not far away. It's in town. And he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand the dedication that goes into making great beer pod and all the benefits thereof.
I think I kind of do.
Yeah, well.
Actually, no, Kennedy, I'd love to try your. I know you're just starting to get into the. You're starting to get more hardcore into the brewing, so I'd really like to try your stuff.
Oh, well, thanks. I would appreciate an honest opinion or critiques.
If you want honesty, I can give you honesty.
Good.
I've never asked
Careful what
for
you
that.
wish for.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's no way for me to get better if everybody tells me, "Oh, that's great."
Exactly. If everyone's lying to you, then how do you know if it's any good or not?
That's true. I don't know.
No,
sometimes I'm okay with the lie.
No, my goal this year, and this is I'm into my second year of brewing, so my goal this year is 15 batches, and then to hear you say you've already done 50, it kind of blows my mind.
Yeah, I'm doing I'm splitting the batches up too, so I brewed 50 different times and then made 80 beers out of that basically.
Wow.
So I can kind of split it, do different yeast, different dry hops, kind of figure out what works, what doesn't work.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just dedication.
Yeah. Is there styles that you're leaning towards that maybe you can disclose a little bit, or any styles that you've eliminated, like say we're not going to start with these, or anything like that? Any kind of insider information that you only get on Liquid Lunch?
I would say, well, we're going to have a full kitchen. We're looking for an executive chef right now. We're hiring on an executive chef and working on a menu right now. So we want to have beer, and we're going to be a traditional brew pub. Houston hasn't really had that for a while. Last couple of years, it's gotten better, but I know when Two Rows closed down, there were several years there was nothing.
Yeah.
So it's gotten better the last couple of years, but we want to be the traditional full kitchen, full beer. So I want to have beer that goes with the food. I want to have a wide variety of beer. So you come, there's something light, something hoppy, something dark, something sour. A lot of hoppy, especially IPAs sell well, but it's also Houston in this, and it's going to be summertime soon. So I want to make sure we have beers that are drinkable in the heat that you wanna drink. But also we want dark beers because there's people that come in and it doesn't matter what time of year it is, they want a dark beer. So we'll have a dark beer. But we want to make stuff that's approachable and drinkable, not too bitter, not too over the top. I mean, we're going to do some of that too because that's what some people like, but kind of a mix, I guess I'd say. lot of drinkable stuff, but then we'll experiment and do some crazy stuff too every once in a while.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, was there anybody pass along any questions on the socials? I didn't see any on Facebook. I didn't see, but I'm not really looking.
No.
Okay.
No.
Do you have an estimated?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to ask if you have an estimated opening date. I know everything is always in flux with construction and brewery openings and all of that. But do you have a range?
I don't have a date. I would say we're shooting for right now, end of the year for sure. Hopefully by the fall.
Okay.
But I can't really say more specific because there's always delays. Something like we were cutting into one of our walls and it started to crack. We're like, so we had to repair the wall. So that delayed us a few days. Digging up, you find Indian burial ground, and then that delays you. So,
That'll think that story.
Yeah.
Heard that one a million times.
But we're on. If you follow us on social media, you can see our pictures and any more updates. And then we're going to be doing some more collaborations too before we open. Trying to get our name out there and also kind of say thanks to all the brewers that have come before us.
Are those already in the works? Have you talked to people already?
Yeah, those are in the works. Nothing is. I don't want to say too much because things change all the time. Things get delayed because I got to work with their schedule,
right?
And our schedule too. I'm trying to be as flexible as I can. Sometimes stuff slips a day or two or a week or two, so I can't really say who I'm working with right now. But you'll see a few more though for sure before we open. And when we open, I also want to do more when we open. I want to have collaborations at our place. I want to have people come over and brew with us and do the same thing, kind of give back, say thanks, and have a good time,
I'm looking at the ad or the sign now for your Max Power collaboration. How big of a batch is that? It says while supplies last. So how big is the supply?
Oh, yeah. So that's I believe we did a 10-barrel batch on Great Heights' system. So it'll be around for a bit.
Okay.
You have to show up Saturday, otherwise you might run
out. That's right. Okay. Well, we don't want to take up too much of your time. Any messages you want to send out to all the people of the Texas craft beer audience that just clamors for this show each and every week? Any messages you want to send out?
I guess I just want to say thanks. Thanks for listening. Thanks for the support, and thanks for supporting Liquid Lunch and Josh and Kennedy and all those other shows. I think you're doing a great thing out there with getting the information out about Houston beer. There's not a lot of audio podcasts out there for that kind of stuff, and I'm looking forward to brewing for Houston.
Awesome. So he did get our script. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Well, I'm looking forward to going.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, your reputation speaks for itself, James. It's you have a history of making delicious beer, and when I talk to other brewers, when your name comes up, they're like, oh yeah, he great brewer, makes great beers, and so I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you guys are going to be. What the future holds. I've already tasted some really good beers from you. But I can't wait to see more, and super excited.
I haven't, but I'm sure that will change soon.
Yeah, well, you know what? Make yourself available there, Kennedy.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Huggy Bear, James Wolfe, Local Group Brewing, collaboration this weekend. What was it, what were the times again? Pull up that beautiful bean footage again.
Yeah.
There we go, 2 to 5 at Great Heights.
2 to 5 this Saturday.
Yes. This Saturday, Great Heights Brewing Company. Great Heights is a great place. Sean and Patrick have great beers as well. So
excellent place for first dates.
Just getting to know people, and just fun right there in town. So plan your weekend well and make sure Max Power is on the list. So James, thank you so much, sir. We will let you get back to doing all that awesome brew work, and just thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk to us today.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, Josh and Kennedy, and I hope to see everyone out there on Saturday.
All right, we'll be looking for you, and ladies, hopefully, we'd love to have you back anytime you got another collaboration or any news or any updates or whatever. Just let us know, and we'll rush you onto the show.
You have an open invitation.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Oh, awesome. Well, thanks, guys.
All right, cool. All right.
Good afternoon.
All right, toodles. James Huggy Bear Wolfe.
Yeah.
Everybody, one of the good ones, one of the best.
He's one of the good ones.
one of the good guys. Yeah. So there you go. Collaborate. There's something in me when I see some Houston Brewer on Brewer action. That just really that excites me.
Hold on.
Huh?
I think you need to clarify what you just said.
I said Brewer on Brewer action.
You said Brewer on Brewer action excites you.
It does.
Huh.
It really does.
Yeah.
I love seeing that Brewer on Brewer action.
Yeah.
And I want to see more of it. So, but that's awesome. Yeah, he's collaborated with Holler a couple times, he said.
Yep.
Which, again, latest episode of Interbrews with John Holler. Mm-hmm. Just good stuff, man. I love that. There's been a number of collaborations out there that I've been seeing lately. So,
speaking of good stuff,
yeah, go ahead.
Are you ready for the good stuff?
Maybe. Which is it? Your good stuff or the other? Yeah. Pour me some up. This was just my pre-show beer. Mm-hmm. So whenever you're ready.
This stuff, really good.
I think Pilsner is a good table setter. Mm-hmm. It gets me a little my palate primed for hops.
So I recently have a buddy of mine tell me, he got on to me. He goes, "Man, why didn't you tell me about?" And I know it's not.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
That's really good.
Yeah, I know.
It's like super juicy.
I know.
Again, this is Pint House. This is Training Vines.
Training Vines.
Yeah. Good job, Pint House in Round Rock. That's good.
I wish I got to eat the food there.
Why didn't you?
Well, I'm on this diet.
How's that going?
It's good.
Is it? Is it working?
It's
Hey,
working. I've lost some weight. But yeah.
Did we already say hi to Matt? I'm saying hi.
I did.
Okay.
I told him to get ready for Game of Thrones talk, and he may not be here anymore.
Oh, no, I'm done with the Game of Thrones. We're done with that.
But I was just joking. We're not really talking Game of Thrones now.
Are we not?
No, I actually have something that I think we should discuss.
What's that?
Did you hear about what happened
at the Astros game last night?
No. This is beer stuff, actual beer stuff at Copperhead Brewery recently.
Oh yeah. Okay,
And
hold on. We had a question. Jose, he is on the slow carb diet. He asked what diet you're on.
Oh,
slow carb.
Yeah, and I shouldn't be drinking beer
ever on that one. That's why.
Well, no, you get a cheat day.
Yeah, but this isn't your cheat day.
This is not my cheat day, so I had to make concessions to throw in another 2 drinking days. So basically, I only drink 2 days a week.
That's probably not so bad.
No, and I don't. On this show, we don't really get after it because
we don't.
We have obligations after the
All right,
show.
Let me break down the slow carb diet. I introduced Kennedy to home brewing and to the slow carb diet, and now I haven't done either. I won't do the slow carb diet. So slow carb is basically meat, veggies, and beans. Beans are your slow carb. The idea is that they take longer to digest, and therefore you're not as hungry and you don't eat as much and whatever. And there's no minimums on what you can eat. You just eat all you can within a certain time frame. Actually, I don't even think he puts limits on. If it's Tim Ferriss, if you guys know who Tim Ferriss is, The 4-Hour Body is the book. One of the chapters is on the slow carb diet. Diets are funny. Anybody that tells you something that works, take it with a grain of salt because everybody's a little different.
Well, I think just about anything works. The trick is just sticking to it.
I don't think that's true. Well, okay, you know what? There's certain principles that I think will help. So if you want to keep drinking beer, slow carb diet, not the diet for you. Keto diet, not the diet for you if you want to keep drinking beer. Ultra low carb, that's what I do. Beer is basically my only carbs, and it works. And intermittent fasting or just timed eating, you can call it whatever you want, but just I only eat within an 8 or 9 hour window during the day. Same amount of calories, and it works. It works. I haven't gained any weight. I've actually lost a significant amount since I don't know. I look back at early shows. I was kind of fat. I was a little jolly when we first started this show. How long has it been now? Almost 3 years. Are we at 3 years?
We're at 3 years. Next week.
We should probably do something. That's kind of like with my once you get to that. That's kind of like with our anniversary. My wife and I, when we get to the end, it's like, it's not a marquee year.
Yeah.
We're
also
18th?
coming up on show 150.
I don't know. I don't want to do anything until we reach 200 or something.
Okay.
I don't want to do any more.
But yeah, 3 years.
Sesquicentennial or anything like that, or whatever.
I don't know. The Sesquicentennial show.
Isn't that 250?
Is it?
I think so.
No.
We can do 225 maybe? I don't know. We can do every 100 do something just to kind of notice. But I want to do something big when we get to 1,000.
Oh.
But I think we'll get there faster because eventually we're going to go 4 days a week with the show. Prediction.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Thanks for bringing that up. He asked if we drank the beers that he gave us. Josh stole my beers,
I did not.
but it's
What?
It makes for a better show. It makes for drama when I say you stole them.
No, you stole my hop water. Those were mine.
I did steal your hop water.
Actually, I was generous with the hop water. No, Jeffrey, I drank the hop water that day with lunch. Let me tell you, y'all, if y'all listened to last week, then hop water, it was all about that hop water. That hop water is fantastic. If you love hops and you just need some water, like people should drink water. Turns out that's a great idea.
I think in the next couple years we're going to be seeing that at the convenience stores.
Oh,
Like it's eventually going to catch on. So
I think
if somebody wants to start a multi-billion-dollar enterprise, I think it's hop water.
I think you'll see it at breweries for sure. Like, it's just too easy for them to do. They have water, they have CO2, and they have hops. So just chunk them together. Once, like, I know that Jeffrey and who else was it? Brendan? Who was doing all? Is it? Are they? Or
Who else had the hop water?
Well, who was doing? They were doing all their experiments. Was it Brendan or Matt?
It was no, it was Jeffrey and Preston. They both had hop waters.
No, I know, but they were doing tests and stuff on how to because there's different techniques out there. Some people add yeast. Some people, whatever, added different amounts of like lemon juice or whatever for the pH and that sort of thing. I don't know. When y'all figure that out, then when people figure out a really good, hop to water ratio and pH and all that kind of stuff, it's just super refreshing. And like everybody loves Topo Chico. I don't know if everybody loves Topo. I love Topo Chico.
Not everybody loves Topo Chico.
Do you not like Topo?
I like Topo Chico, but there's a lot of people who don't.
Who doesn't? Name 5. Is Julie?
Joanne, Bobby Joe.
All these people sound like they're from Alabama.
Marcy,
Really?
Justin, and Frank.
Okay. I don't know any of those people.
They're all made up. In case you didn't know that.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I've run into people who don't like Topo Chico, and I think it's more of they just don't like carbonated water.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I guess.
Oh, my nephew doesn't like Topo Chico.
What is he?
He's
8?
Yeah, he's 8.
Yeah, that doesn't. Is he still 8? I feel like he's gotten older.
No, his birthday's coming up soon.
Okay.
Just like somebody else's.
Yes, Jose, back to the diet thing. Yes, he does eat meat. There's plenty of meat. On my diet, it's almost all meat. I did like a carnivore diet for a while, which I loved. But I'm throwing in a little veggies, like for breakfast, I'll do like 3 eggs.
Yeah.
And then just some veggies.
3 eggs?
And some sausage. And is that a lot? Is 3 eggs a lot?
No, I don't think that's enough.
No, I do sausage as well.
Oh, okay.
Breakfast, I have a little bit of like peppers, and then I'll do like a half a fistful of blueberries.
Well,
a couple coffees.
So, one of my favorite snacks on the slow
on the steak. I do a lot of steak.
One of my favorite snacks on the slow carb diet.
Yeah.
Is pork rinds and hummus.
That's the thing is I found that with hummus, I have a problem with hummus, meaning I can't just eat a little bit of hummus. It's like if it's you eat the whole thing, right? You eat that whole like what is it, Sabro or whatever it is.
Yeah.
The supremely hot hummus, supremely spicy.
Yeah.
Forget it, it's gone. And then I didn't lose any weight with that. I would eat too much of it.
I used to eat one tub of hummus is 2 sittings tops for me.
Oh, not for me. It's 1 sitting.
I mean, I can't. I have to make myself stop.
I couldn't do it.
I literally have to say enough.
Yeah.
Enough is enough.
Now, I will say if you're on a typical lots of sugary stuff diet, then the slow carb is a good transition into something. Be wary of how much beans, the ratio of beans to meat.
Yeah. Also,
that is good. Pork rinds and guacamole. That's great. No carbs there too. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another combo I can have.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to be careful. You do get a cheat day, which is one of the big.
Oh, hold on. Jody said Hopo Chico.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good idea. But that's what it tastes like.
You might be onto something there.
Seriously,
Jody.
Joe, if you haven't tried hop water yet,
Hopo Chico.
Hopo Chico.
Yeah.
There you go.
You do get a cheat day. which
Yeah.
is one of the big pluses of this diet. And it's pretty cool that you can eat like ice cream and not really gain weight.
Yeah.
The problem is towards the end of that cheat day.
You feel miserable.
No.
What?
No.
don't wanna stop?
I call this diet the diarrhea diet.
Oh, yeah, there's that part of it too. Okay.
Yeah, your cheat day, the food you eat on that day,
Yeah.
literally goes straight through you. Like there's no stops.
Yeah. That sounds horrible.
It does, but
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Anyway, let's get back to Copperhead.
Oh, yes. I didn't upload the breaking news copper. Yeah, this was super. You want to set the stage and then I'll comment since you brought it up, or you want me?
Yeah,
to set
I'll give it a shot here.
I wish we should have gotten a picture.
So
picture from
apparently,
Facebook.
this weekend they were doing some special event at Copperhead.
Yeah, it was their King of Terrors
Yeah,
release.
and
Love
some
Copperhead. Chef, love you,
jackal,
man.
some asshole, decided they would go to the barrels,
Yeah,
and this guy pulled out the airlock or
the pin
the pin from
in the bung.
yeah, the pin in the bung contaminated an entire batch,
Yeah, entire barrel,
entire barrel.
31 gallons.
Yes, of it was. I don't know. It was a 14-year-old barrel of. Help me out here.
I'd have
I
to
don't
pull
know.
it up. I didn't know
It was some whiskey. It was and just contaminated the whole batch, and apparently like bugs got in it too because of the open hole. And
I think when they were saying bugs, not like actual bugs. I think they were saying like wild bugs, like a soured beer, but not bugs.
I took it to mean like animals crawled in there, but I could be
I mean,
completely wrong about that.
it's a very small hole, but
Yeah.
no, it's one of those things where it would sour the beer, and it's not with it. It was outside because with a wood barrel, you want the swelling and the contracting from the weather, from the temperature changes from night and day, right? So that sucks the beer into the barrel and pushes it back out, and it's like a filtration system to get all that delicious whiskey and oak flavor into that big old beer. And some piece of shit,
Yeah.
like we don't know. Look, everybody has an off day, right? From time to time, some people grab a big box of beer meant for somebody else. Some people,
And-
have a panic attack on air.
And return said bottle.
Yeah, and some
Bottles.
people return to the show after said panic attack,
Yeah.
and they're fine.
Yeah.
Like even just saying the word panic attack gets me a little. That's how I know it's all up here. But it's somebody has too much to drink, and I try to empathize with somebody who just maybe they just forgot who they were. But man, this is super shitty. I mean, to do that they do deserve to be banned. I mean, even if let's say somebody slipped you an Ambien or a roofie or something, and it was completely not your fault. If you could prove that, I guess maybe if it was completely not your fault, that's different. But I don't know if you decided to drink that much and got that wasted to where your judgment was so skewed that you were like, I'm going to take this out of here you deserve to be banned.
just to be an asshole. There's no reason for that.
Yeah, I don't think from what I read, and who knows, I guess we'll see what Seth decides to do. They do have a legal claim for damages. That's
Oh, for sure.
that was a lot of dollar amount when you're looking at what that beer would have gone for.
So as I was reading the post, some random person just said, "Hey man, I just PayPal'd you guys $100 just to offset the cost of that, just because he was a
Just
good
randomly?
guy." Yeah. I mean, there's some good people out there in the beer world, and he just wanted to do his part to help out. But some asshole. And then last I read that Seth was going through that camera footage to see if he could.
Yeah, I think they
find the person.
I think they knew generally who it was. There was somebody there that had way too much to drink, and he is a bunghole, Jose. Yes, definitely so.
Yeah.
What a
So
bunghole.
Brendan said actual bugs got in there. Yeah.
Well, actual bugs don't bother me as much as like the wild stuff, because then
The oxidation and insects ruined the entire barrel.
Well, then there were some happy bugs. I wonder what kind of bugs they were. There's certain bugs I can just flick out them. Like if I'm outside drinking a beer and one of those little flies or gnats get in there, you just kind of reach in with your finger and flick it out, right?
Yeah.
But if like a June bug, anything bigger than a June bug gets in your beer, June bug actually I'll just flick out. June bugs are clean. A roach the same size as a June bug, even though they look very similar, won't drink after a roach.
I don't blame him.
No, I'm saying me, personally. Like, if I'm drinking outside on this patio right outside the window here after I mow the yard, which is one of my favorite things to do.
Mow the yard's one of your favorite things?
No, drink the beer after. Okay, so, honestly, this is how I know I'm getting a little older. I do love mowing my yard. I love getting out there and because I water. I have a very regimented water schedule. Fertilize, fungicide, and hold on. I'm about to go deep here. Fungicide and pre-emergent herbicide. Keep those weeds from later. So you gotta stay on top of all three of those. Water, and then keep it. You don't want to mow too low. That's the thing a lot of people do is they put their mower too low. When we're in the hottest part of the season, you want to set that mower on high, especially around here. We've got that St. Augustine grass. Okay, this is mostly for Houston people. Hold on, Jose, it's going to get even better. You want to stay with that St. Augustine grass. You want to make sure you keep that mower high, and you just want to take the tops off, and you want to make sure your blade is nice and sharp so you're not ripping your grass. You want a nice slice, nice clean slice. And so then your grass looks nice and green. You saw my grass out there, right? Doesn't it look lush? Did you notice the grass?
I've noticed the grass.
And it looks green and lush, right? And did you notice the flowers today, that vine to the right as you're walking in?
Can we get back to Copperhead?
Hold on, Jose, if you mow super low, you're doing your grass a disservice. Hold on, we're getting to that. It's all about process, Kennedy. And while I'm on a little grass tangent now, okay?
I like IPAs are grassy.
Yeah, but you know what they would not do? Mow that IPA too low.
Probably not.
No. Jose, your relationship with grass is broken. Somewhere you were abused by having to do a yard or something. Your dad made you mow too much. It was too hot. Something. Take ownership of your yard and embrace that grass. That grass is, go out there in your bare feet when it's nice and cool on a hot day. Nothing better.
All right. So I just went to the Copperhead site, the Copperhead page, and they removed the post.
Did they?
He said, we decided to remove the post from yesterday about the barrel. We're working on a solution with the person.
Oh.
Things happen. Time to move forward. We appreciate the support from everyone, though.
Yes. Okay.
So I would assume they found the person.
Yeah. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking.
Assuming they aren't going to prosecute and they're working out something with this guy or girl.
Here's the thing. And this is, when I was reading this is the thought I had. Hey, Danny. Hope everything's going well up there in Wichita Falls. It's the whole social media thing and putting somebody on blast on social media is you got to strike a balance. You don't want to come across, you don't want anybody like, look, that guy, whoever did it in that moment was an asshole. Right?
I don't know that they ever posted the guy's name.
They didn't. But what I'm saying is people knew. There were people there. There were enough people there that posted, like, I think I know who it was. Nobody named any names, right? Because you don't know for sure. And they're going to go back and look at the footage and yada, yada, yada. And obviously, if they were working it out with the person, then they can rectify that situation. It's shitty. Should they be banned? Yes. I think from a dad's perspective, I would say yes. Even, I'm not mad at you, but you've got to pay the penalty. You paid for what you did, but you don't get to come back. And that's part of your penance. Maybe it's for a year. Maybe you get banned for a year.
No, I think that he should just, this person, he or she, I don't know,
right,
should be banned from all breweries for a year. I think he should. I think Copperhead should inform the other breweries of this person.
All right, let's think about that.
I mean, I'm not saying publicly shame the guy,
right,
but just let the word to the other breweries that this guy can't control his alcohol.
Well, I would say that, yes, you're actually doing somebody a service. But let's say this. If this guy, in his sober state of mind, agrees to all right, you know what, here's the compensation, monetarily speaking, now we're back kind of at even. Yeah. And now, because I was an asshole, I'm going to, pay my pittance, which would be the ban from Copperhead for sure. Yeah. The other breweries, they should be made aware of him, just as a service within the industry. Like, hey, just if he comes in, keep an eye on this guy. But as far as like banning him from all breweries, I think if I did it, hold on, real quick, and then I'm sorry, I was on a thing. If it were me and I had done that, let's say I had this one incident with Jaeger, Jägermeister when I was young that, passed out in the driveway and woke up and had found out I'd been written on my forehead. Anyway, it was just it was a bad time.
Was there a penis on
No.
drawn the Sharpie on your face?
No, it was a word. It was a B word on my forehead.
Oh, they let you off easy.
Maybe. But anyway, it was my best friends. But I got really angry, and it's like I don't normally rage like that. But I was also, 21, 20, something like that. So different brain chemistry. I don't know how old this person was. But, times like that happen. But then I had to figure out, I need to take a step back from that type of drinking. That whole, bender kind of drinking is not for me. It's why I stick with beer. I can pace myself with beer and all that kind of stuff. And I'm no longer 20, thank God. I'm 38. I'm adult. So, I don't know. I think I would put myself on a self-imposed ban. Like, I got to draw,
Sure.
I got to clean, I got to dry out for a little bit. And, no, Shane, this is not about you streaking.
No.
Go on. Keep going, man. That's great.
No.
Everybody needs exercise.
Basically, Shane, to get you up to speed, somebody went to Copperhead Brewing
He can scroll back.
and ruined an entire batch of beer, or an entire barrel of beer, not just the beer inside the barrel, but
Which
the
is
ac-
an
the
expensive
actual barrel.
Yeah, an expensive process, time-wise and monetarily speaking.
Yeah. So Brendan said Copperhead didn't name the guy, but a lot of people called him out on Facebook. So I'm assuming that's why they dropped that post.
Yeah, it's a funny thing. We're in a weird time where if you're on Facebook and people see you around town, because Houston, as big as Houston is, 3 million people or whatever, it's I don't know. You can't hide if you're in the beer community. The beer community is pretty tight knit. There's a lot of really, really great people in the beer community. Although social media people are on the different groups and in the different chat. There's the Reddit groups and the Facebook groups and whatever. Everybody kind of knows who everybody is. You can't really hide there. I don't know. Putting people on blast though, it can just escalate too quickly. I think just from my own person, I would not want to put somebody on blast on social media.
I mean,
because you just don't know how it's gonna. Escalate.
A year ago, I did something pretty stupid after drinking, and I feel like I rectified the situation.
Yeah,
as best I could.
for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah. So alcohol can sometimes cloud your judgment.
Every time.
Yeah,
Depending
because
on
it can
saturation.
always cloud your judgment.
Alcohol's an interesting drug, man.
Yeah.
The fact that it's legal really makes me question why any other drug would be illegal.
Yeah.
There's no real justification. Anyway, that's probably a whole other show. We could have somebody on that actually knows what they're talking about. Anyway, I don't know. Putting somebody personally on blast.
I don't know. We don't know the whole story. Maybe the guy came forward and said, that was me.
Maybe he tripped and accidentally and then ran out in shame.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we don't know the full story, so we can't say for sure what did it.
Maybe he actually is trying to make it right, and then
I hope so.
That's why they took down the post.
No, it's I don't know. Copperhead, they're good people, level-headed. Sucks. The whole thing sucks. I wish it had never happened. It's one of those things where you're like, damn, man, I wish this had never happened. But sometimes things happen, and so then you have to deal. And I feel like Copperheads, they're doing a good job. The guy shouldn't be able to come back to Copperhead for a while. That's up to them to figure out all of that. That's just my personal opinion. That doesn't mean anything other than what I'm saying, and we do a show. Should he be? I don't know. If I were him, I would. That's one thing we don't have enough of in society now is shame. There's no shame in society anymore. People should be ashamed of their actions more. This guy should be ashamed of his action, and I would put myself on a personal.
All right.
Whatever.
So I want you to do something right now.
Try your beer.
Finish that. Get a good taste for how that is, and then we're gonna try this. And so I've learned from past mistakes.
Oh,
I'm not opening this on the table.
Well, not on the rug either.
Well, where else am I supposed? It'll be fine.
Will it?
Dude, this rug is so saturated with beer. It doesn't
On
matter
your
anymore.
side.
Yes,
your side
on my side, it is so saturated with beer, it doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't matter. There's wood floors below it. That's how we get these nice acoustics, everybody.
They're laminate.
No, they're not. That's wood. All right, let's see what happens here. He's bending.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Good job.
Totally fine.
Good job. All right. There
So this is my first.
This is your haze. Okay, let's see. How hazy is it? It hadn't dropped out yet. Let's see. Pour it up. Haze is one of those things. It's tough to keep in the beer.
Well, it's.
I mean, even for professional brewers. Hey, Sylvia was talking about a bottle share. I may have to scroll back up at Saloon Door. Is that? I think she said for her. Is it for her birthday? It's a birthday. I saw the word birthday. Dude,
it's for my birthday.
Not for your birthday. Hold on.
So here's my haze.
Does that make you a haze bro?
Haze, bro. So it's not pale.
Hey Nicole.
I think-
Hey Nicole. Nicole's on.
Like I think it should be, but I've actually tried it before. It's really good.
Hey, scroll back up. I can't.
It's good. It's good.
I want to reach across. The whole thing, that Saloon Door, they're doing a bottle share.
All right, let me scroll back and look.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay. All right, smells good. Mm-hmm. Actually, smells better than the Southern Cross beer we did at
Well,
the Grain
that's
Cellar.
not saying
Speaking
much.
of this episode,
Hold on.
brought to you by one of my favorite places in all the city of New, the Grain Cellar, your one-stop fermenting shop, Humble's premier homebrew store, 240 First Street West, Humble, Texas 77338. Graincellar.com, Facebook, and all these. Oh, I think that may be their only social. Maybe on Instagram. What?
Jules.
Oh, hold on.
Was there on Saturday?
I want to hear this because I saw the post.
Yeah.
This is exciting. I really that was genuinely exciting for me. I was like, "Ooh, that's awesome," because that's kind of in my homebrew tree. Mm-hmm. I was initiated by homebrewers. You got initiated by me a little bit, and then now Jules is. But the Grain Cellar. If, let's say, you're starting to get a little interested in maybe doing your own homebrew, maybe you're dating a guy that homebrews a lot, maybe you're about to get engaged to a guy that homebrews a lot, I don't know, whatever your situation is, you can go to the Grain Cellar. Preston will be there. He will hug you, side hug, front hug, back hug,
Upstairs, downstairs.
upstairs, downstairs, low, high, side, middle, hand squeeze, squeeze of the shoulder, anything you want. If you go in and tell them that,
Reach around the back.
Whoa,
The back. Reach around the back.
oh, and a little rub. You can
Yeah.
do the rub, or you can do the pat. Whatever type of hugs that you're into.
Waist up, waist down.
Preston will give you free hugs if you walk in and say Liquid Lunch sent me. But if you're looking to do cider, fruit wine, this is a great time of year to do fruit wine. All the fruit on the trees. We got peaches and apricots and blackberry. Blackberries make great wine, dude. You ever made some blackberry wine? I'm about to make a big old batch of blackberry wine because it's fantastic. Cider is great. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Well,
How you like them apples?
I am going to brew a traditional Dickens.
There you go, which is fantastic, I suppose. Jules, let us know how that one is. And then best case scenario, worst case scenario, you'll have beer. Best case scenario, you'll have beer. And unless you're brewing cider, and then you'll have cider or wine or cheese or kombucha or, whatever. Bread, sourdough bread. He's got everything you need. That big grain room in the back. He's got the couches and the chairs up front. And there's always people in there that know and are in different levels of their homebrew career or, whatever. And there's people's brains to pick and all the books you need. And just a fun store. Just a fun store to go hang out in. So the Grain Cellar, everybody. They're helping us bring today's show. One-stop fermenting shop in Humble. Just watch out for those red light cams. I don't know. Are those still legal? I think those got outlawed. I think they have to get rid of them.
I don't know. In Humble?
I think so. Everywhere.
Oh.
All right. So it's definitely hazy. It's a little darker than our previous beer.
Yeah.
But that's not a knock. That's just an observation.
Yeah.
But you definitely got that haze, bro.
Yeah, I was hoping to get a little pale, but
Bigger body. The ABV, a little higher CO2 content.
yeah. ABV?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's around 6.5.
What was the binds? The
7.
training binds?
7.
Okay. What was the grain bill on this one? What type of grain did you use? Just, you happen to remember? Specialty grains? What was your base grain? 2-row? Pilsner?
I think it was Carapils.
Carapils. Okay. What was any specialty? It looks a little dark.
God. One of these days, I'm going to remember to write all this stuff down.
All right. How many?
There were 10 ounces of hops.
10 ounces of hops in a 5-gallon batch.
Yeah.
You dry hopped?
5 ounces of that was dry hop.
Do you remember the hops that you used?
Yeah.
All right. Hit us.
There was Cascade.
Love hacking this.
There was Citra.
No, love Citra.
Warrior. A little bit of Warrior.
Okay.
Cryo Citra.
Okay. Oh, cryo. Okay.
Yeah.
Fancy.
So I think there are 4 different types of hops altogether.
Billy wants to know why it's brown. It is. It's not brown. I wouldn't call that brown. I would just call that deep straw. Wet straw? It's not straw. It's like a deep, like hay, like dark hay. It tastes good.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. Why it turned out a little brown? It is.
What did you use to? You were using your grain father?
Yeah.
Was there any scorching? It didn't taste like scorching, but
No, I don't.
how long
think
was
there
the boil?
scorch. 60 minutes.
There had to have been some darker grains in there for it to get this color. Did somebody just throw a handful of something in there?
No.
Like it was all grain, right? It wasn't.
It was
no,
all grain.
No extract.
Yeah.
Because sometimes with extract, even if you use like Pilsner extract, it's going to be darker than like a Pilsner used with all grain, simply because of the process. So
I'm not sure why it's. Yeah. I was expecting more of a straw color.
yeah,
And it is a little
dark.
dark, but I don't know. I think it tastes really good.
Yeah, it's good. Color is Pantone 16-095. Wow, you are more or less. Jose's spot on. You don't get to see Jose's.
What did he
comment.
say?
He says the color is Pantone 16-095.
How does he know?
More or less is what he says. His next comment was more or less.
I know, but he's only listening.
Listen, Jose is very astute. Okay? Do not doubt the astuteness.
I forget all the homebrewers who watch this show, and
He's very astute.
I really should have brought my recipe along. Damn it! I'll next week I will bring this recipe and we'll talk about this again.
Well, okay. Well, please do, because I love to dive deep.
Yeah.
He can see Kennedy. He can see you.
How?
It's probably in the bushes outside.
Well, that would mean he has X-ray vision.
No,
And you could do so much more with X-ray vision than spy on me.
Yeah, that would be a really.
That's a waste.
It's a big misuse of your abilities. One thing I need to comment on. Here's a big swerve. Now that I notice this, just past 1 o'clock. We're in the late. If you had to take a little bit of a late lunch today, your bonus, because originally we were going to have to stop this show right at 1 because I was going to have to scurry out the door and get to the school because today is the last day of school. So expect loud kids for the next 8 weeks. I think we're going to take the week of the 4th off, Kennedy. We're going to take a little summer vacation. Take the week of the 4th off.
You mean next week?
4th of July.
Oh, okay.
4th of July. We're going to go celebrate our nation's birthday, celebrate our country, celebrate the freedom, drink some beers, post pictures.
All right.
I am going to, where am I going?
Maybe I'll just find another co-host
They won't
or
have
host.
They won't have a studio. Maybe I'll do one. Maybe I'll do a show.
Okay. You just said you wanted to take the week off.
I do. What day is the 4th? Is on like a Thursday, right?
I don't know.
I'm not doing a show on the 4th. I'm showing my respect to America.
If it's on the 4th.
Our founding fathers and our, all the ones that came before us.
Oh, it is?
It's on Thursday. You can't do a show on the 4th. Nobody's going to be watching. Everybody's going to be drinking and eating hot dogs and shooting fireworks and celebrating.
True, but then there's also people that aren't working. Everyone's off the 4th.
Right. They're not gonna no, we don't want them on their phones. We want them out there drinking the beers.
Or drinking with us.
Yeah, we're not doing a show on the 4th.
Probably not.
No, we can do it on the 3rd if you want.
Maybe. We'll see.
I took off. We're going out of town. We're going up to, where are we going? They're in, where does my family live? What's the name of the town? Where does, the former owner of the Astros?
Drake McClain?
Oh, yeah, where did, no, not Drayton McClain.
Oh.
No, Drayton McClain.
I thought you were going to be very impressed by that.
I am.
Okay.
He was the owner before Jim Crane, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
Where does he live? Not Tyler. Why I keep wanting to say Tyler? It's not Tyler.
Temple. Yeah.
Temple. What's Belton? Belton is where we're going. That's Belton. I couldn't think of where I kept thinking Belleville, which is where Huff Brain is. But no, Belton. And there's a brewery in Belton now. I forget the name of it. Barrow Brewing?
I don't know.
Anyway, I hit up a brewery on the way there. But anyway, I'm going to go hang out with some family. Stranger Things Season 3 comes out July 4th. So everybody be watching that anyway. Do you watch have you watched the Stranger Things?
Yeah,
Season 1 and 2?
Yeah.
So 4th of July, it looks like it's going to be good. So
you're telling everybody they should go out and drink.
Yeah.
But everyone's going to be watching Stranger Things.
Whatever. Go out and watch Stranger Things or stay in and watch
I don't know. I think Liquid Lunch is better than Stranger Things.
I mean, yeah, but listen. 4th of July. It's going to be where it is. Anyway, I was going to have to go to the school and go to the year-end party. But they don't let parents in anymore unless you volunteer for everything else. And I was like, I'm not doing that. So anyway, I'll see him at 3. Or I won't. I'll see him tonight when they're asleep.
You'll see him.
Yeah, I'll see him tomorrow morning when they're
I'm
sleeping.
sure you'll see him eventually.
Yeah, I'll see him tomorrow morning. So.
Oh, does this mean we get a certain co-host for the summer? Going by the name of Hayden?
She'll be here most days.
Uh-huh.
So will Reese as well, my oldest daughter.
Well, Hayden's the only one who likes to co-host.
That's true. Reese would just rather watch
Yeah.
TV. She'd rather watch Stranger Things. She doesn't watch Stranger Things. I won't let her watch that. That's inappropriate. She's only 12.
Yeah,
I have
it
standards.
is kind of appropriate.
I don't.
Inappropriate.
We're very guarded on what we watch. Although this past weekend, let me blow your mind real quick.
You let her watch Game of Thrones.
No,
Oh, okay.
Footloose. We watched
Oh.
Footloose, and we learned about angry dancing.
Yeah,
Because sometimes when the system isn't, when the man is against you,
it's PG. Of course, it was 80s PG.
yes,
So
huge difference.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, when you get upset and the system is against you and the man is against you, I can imagine like Charles Balront whenever they were they're going through all trying to get through the beer to go laws and they're trying to strike it down. I imagine at night
you dance.
he dances. Man, you go out to where like a train yard and you just you dance like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember that scene?
You got it's either a train yard or a warehouse.
Yeah, or both.
Or both.
Or both.
No, you start off at the train yard, then you go to the warehouse,
Yeah.
or vice versa.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're dancing all over the place.
And you do some gymnastics in there.
Yeah.
Because there's a bar that you can swing around.
Yeah.
And then you just dance to get all your frustrations out. And then that's what you do. And that's what happened in Footloose, and we learned about that. And so we did some frustration dancing there in the living room, and it was fun. So I recommend. Jose says he hasn't seen Footloose. It's the greatest movie, maybe of all time. I don't know. Kevin Bacon. I mean, what are you going to do? It's worth a watch. It's got Kevin Bacon and
Chris Penn.
John Lithgow.
And Chris Penn.
And Chris Penn.
Yeah.
And brother of Sean.
Yes.
They,
Chris
they
Penn.
look a lot alike. John Lithgow.
Yeah. Yes.
Lord Farquaad.
Uh-huh.
Or what was his name on Cliffhanger? He was great on Cliffhanger.
He was great on Third Rock from the Sun.
That too. Love John Lithgow. He's one of my favorite actors, I think. Harry and the Hendersons.
Uh-huh.
What else has he been on?
I don't know. Third Rock from the Sun
Third Rock
is best.
Yeah.
John Lithgow.
If John Lithgow is ever in Houston, y'all tell us so he can.
Oh man, yeah, we've got a seat for him right there.
Yeah, right.
Right
Over there.
Right there.
Eventually, I need to put a new refrigerator in
Uh-huh.
because my old refrigerator went out.
Oh, can I tell you about my wonderful girlfriend and what she got me as a birthday present?
Can we hold on? So just girlfriend? That's all we're at. Girlfriend levels, like
Significant other? Better half?
better half. I think you have to be married.
Oh. Anyway,
Any talks? Like all?
moving on.
Wait, what? Who was on Pet Cemetery? Lithgow? Sorry, Jose just said Pet Cemetery. Is John Lithgow on Pet Cemetery?
I don't remember.
have to go back and watch Pet Sematary.
I haven't seen Pet Cemetery in a while.
I started watching Monster Squad the other day. Brilliant movie.
Yeah.
Couldn't be made today, at least not with the way they talk to each other, those kids. You can't say those words anymore.
Anyway,
There's a new Pet Cemetery coming out. When does that come out? That's going to be scary. Have you seen it?
I'm not a big fan of like them remaking these 80s horror movies.
So you're not a big fan of. Did you
No,
see it?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Ah.
Jules got me for my birthday
Mm-hmm.
a stand-up freezer and a temperature override. So
Hold
now I have a fermentation chamber.
Hold on, you got more than that.
Uh-huh.
Let's find out what brand of stand-up freezer was it? Do you know?
Magic Chef.
How tall is it?
It is.
Is
I
it
don't
like a
know how
full-size
tall
freezer?
it's the 5.5 cubic or whatever, the 5 whatever
How
cubic.
tall? Like about?
It's
how
about
tall?
3 feet tall.
So one batch per time.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now here's the thing you could do.
Uh-huh.
One in the door, you could store beers,
Yes.
or you could put a tap in the front, or a tower on top.
No. Or my 2.5 gallon kegs. I can fit 2 of those in there and my fermenter.
Can I say something? I'm going to mention what Jose just says. He says you got to marry that girl. Can I reiterate the fact that he's absolutely right, and that she bought you basically a keezer or a fermentation. She bought that for you. She homebrews now.
She does.
She's
yes.
beautiful lady that you hold the same interests and passions. She puts up with you, which is more than I can say for most people I've met that know you. And I'm just saying.
She does put up with a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
we brewed on Monday.
You've brewed together?
We brewed together on Monday.
The best I can do with my wife is she'll be like, "Can you do that outside? It's smelling up the house."
No, we brewed on Monday. So she brewed Saturday at the grain cellar.
That's what I've been saying forever. He said, "Look at you." I mean, honestly.
And then we brewed Monday for the Southern Yankee wort share competition.
Oh, how'd that go?
It went well.
How about the one that we were going to do together, but then you bailed on me?
Yeah. Okay. So we brewed and I got to use my fermentation chamber for the first time, and it's currently fermenting.
What override did you get? What brand override did you get? Is it the dial or the digital?
Ink.
Bird Ink. It's the digital one? Yeah. Oh, so you can set high and low temp.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Jules,
yeah.
Well played. She must have talked to press.
She did.
She did her homework for sure.
She did.
I'm assuming, I don't know why
she was going to surprise me, but she couldn't because we had to get the.
No, that's fantastic, Jules. Yeah. Well played. Oh my!
And
goodness.
I'm able to currently ferment at 65 degrees.
Perfect, dude. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of her. Proud of y'all. That's fantastic.
You'd be even more proud when I win that Southern Yankee competition.
Yeah, I'll be like, I was on that team.
No, sorry, when we win that Southern Yankee.
You and I and Jules, yeah. Way to go. Oh, speaking of Southern Yankee, a little love to Southern Yankee. And what do they call it? So Yank Pizza? What are they calling it? Their new pizza truck? Did you know about this?
Inkbird.
Yeah, the Inkbird, right.
Yeah.
Did you know about the pizza truck now at Southern Yankee?
I don't, but I know
they talked about it last time we were there.
Yeah. I know that they were planning on.
It's open now. They just released. They just opened yesterday.
That was quick.
Yeah, but I
mean, they didn't want to depend on food trucks anymore, so they wanted to do their own thing.
Well, they're still going to have food trucks because they can't do it every night.
Oh, okay.
Right, but
that was going to be Alex's thing. He gets to work.
He did. He was in there sweating.
He's got a long summer ahead of him.
Listen, man.
He is going to drop some weight.
That's fine.
Not that he needs to.
No.
But
whatever. It's fine. But I think it's great. Pizza and beer. What's better? Pizza and brisket. Brisket on a pizza with beer. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's not much better. So anyway, So Yank Pizza.
Yeah.
Thanks, Billy. Thank you.
You know it's almost better than pizza. Pie.
You made a pie.
I did.
I didn't get to try any.
What? That's on you.
It is on me.
That is completely.
I was
last
night. He brought it to work. Everybody. It was a banana cream pie.
No.
Banana meringue.
Lemon meringue. Yeah.
It looked fantastic. I saw the picture, and I was walking back in, going. I was like, "Damn it, I forgot."
Well, it's
probably gone.
I don't know. I left it at work last night.
That's gone now.
It might. Chances are it's gone, but it might not be.
What got you to get in there and rustle up another pie?
Okay, interesting story.
Yeah,
because I want to start doing some beer and pie pairings.
Okay.
So my first one is going to be this beer that you just drank of mine, and a lemon meringue pie.
Okay, interesting move.
Yeah. So I am going next week. I'm going to be spending a week in the Hill Country with some friends of mine.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing a beer and pie pairing with that pie and this beer.
Okay.
So I wanted to do a little practice run on the pie.
All right.
It's a good thing I did because the lemon part is a little runny, but I nailed the meringue. So I'm happy.
What made it runny?
I don't know. I think maybe I cut into it too soon before I allowed it to set.
Yeah.
Or
it's like lagering. You gotta let your pies lager.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But
your meringue looked great.
Yeah, the meringue. I've tried like on 3 other occasions to do meringue and it's never worked out.
You just gotta
But this time
when you whip up your egg whites,
Uh-huh.
do you use a mixer or do you go by hand?
You mean like with a spoon or something?
No, it's a whisk. You can get
that would take you like an hour.
No,
I think so.
No,
I have a KitchenAid mixer.
It's gotta be.
I have a KitchenAid mixer.
You gotta be super buff.
I have a KitchenAid.
You can
mixer.
do it with heavy cream too to get that whipped cream.
Oh man,
takes a
yeah.
little
So
bit.
I used to use hand, like whenever I do like made my own whipped cream. I use hand mixers, and that takes about 10 minutes. And then I have my stand-up mixer now.
Yeah.
Somebody donated to me. Thank you very
Who
much.
donate? You get everything donated. Who are these
Yeah.
people that donate things to you? Who donated your mixer to you?
That would be my friends, the Bernies. The
I
Bernies
know.
who own,
Sonorama? Is that what you're going to?
yeah, the Bernies that own
Sonorama.
Sinorama.
Boom.
Which, if you're ever in the Heights and you need some signage,
If you're ever in the Heights and you need a sign, call Sonorama.
donated that to me because after like 10 years, they had never used it.
The KitchenAid mixers hold their value. They have
Wow,
from the time we got married, when I got married in 2002, which is forever ago, to now. Actually, I say they hold their value. They've actually gotten cheaper. They've not. They sell for the same price, which is around $270 for the smaller one and $300 for the bigger one. There may be some other
I
variations.
thought they were all the same size.
No, there's two different sizes.
Oh,
There's the one that moves up and down, and then there's the one that does like this. So the bigger one has the platform that moves up and down. And the smaller one, just the top, does like this. Both great mixers, all the add-ons and everything. But anyway,
yeah, I thought they were all
$270 for the smaller one. It's been that way since 2002, and then about $300 for the bigger one.
Yeah.
So I guess technically they've gotten cheaper when you factor in inflation and that sort of thing. But
Those things are badass.
yeah, they are
Like, wow,
well built.
Like, I can do homemade whipped cream in like 2 minutes. It used to take me about 10.
I like doing the hand whipped.
Oh,
you
man.
get that good sheen going because you're sweating. Work off some calories before you whip that thing on some fresh fruit.
I can imagine hand mixing a meringue, just stirring it.
Yeah,
That's gonna take an hour,
not an hour.
at least 30 minutes.
Maybe we'll do it after the show and see.
No, I'm not. Okay, sure.
I think we're about to.
I got stuff to do.
Yeah, I think we're about to wrap here because I should have tinkled before we started the show. I'll be honest with you, all this beer, it's going right through me.
So, how do you think about the? How do you like my IPA?
I think it's great.
I got to work on the color, for sure.
Colors, whatever. It's whatever. I don't get all. I mean, yes, it looks a little. I'll be honest. It looks a little murky when it's darker like that. So it looks like.
I wonder if the.
Tastes good.
So this is the bottle conditioned one. I wonder if I've got like a 2.5 gallon keg of it.
This has a little more hot bite as opposed to that orange juicy thing that we got with the Pint House. So I mean, they've just got equipment and technique and all they do is brew on you. So it's like, how do you compete with that? But no, it's a good first. Hopefully, I'm gonna hit some music here. Hopefully, you took notes, technique wise, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good job today, everybody, with your comments. Thanks to James Wolfe, Huggy Bear from Local Group Brewing. Their big collaboration with Great Heights this weekend. Max Power. It's a pale ale with that fruit-forward hops. Think Great Heights and their Fruity Pebbles, or pellets, I guess. Fruity Pellets.
That's
Yeah, it's delicious beer. I love Great Heights. You can hear Patrick. He was on Interbrews a few episodes back. Just good dudes. They actually had courtside seats, unfortunately, when the Rockets lost their last game to the Warriors, but they were there. And anyway, good dudes, though. Sean and Patrick, and great place, Great Heights, in Great Heights there area. But the big collaboration this weekend, so go try it this weekend. And tell Huggy Bear and all the guys there that you heard them on Liquid Lunch or not, whatever. And go out there and have some good beers this weekend. There's so much good stuff going on. It's summertime, officially. All the kids are out of school. There's tons of good styles of beer. This past weekend, I had Memorial Day weekend, copious amounts of the Lime Goza, millions of peaches, and some Wasted Days Strawberry Blonde from our friends at Brazos Valley.
I got to keg my Goza. And let me tell you, that is going to be a good one.
There you go. Can't wait for that. And Brazos Valley, quickly, I think the 13th, I believe, or whatever. I don't know what the day is. It's coming up quick. Check their social media. Their last day at the old brewery. They're building out their new brewery, so their last patio day. So if you love Brazos Valley, get out there and enjoy it in the next couple of weeks.
I forgot to say really quickly, thanks a lot, Brazos Valley. Julie and I went there on the way to Austin, and I just wanted to take a peek into the brewery. And one of the guys who works there says, "Let me give you a tour."
Oh, yeah?
And he showed us all around that place. So I didn't catch your name, or I forgot it. But thanks a lot. You're awesome.
Maybe Josh is a neighbor of mine. Did you know that?
Yeah,
He's been in.
He's
Been
been on the show before. Yeah.
So maybe we can get Josh on before they close up the old brewery and have. We'll just see. We'll talk.
I'm assuming the new one's gonna be air conditioned.
It's gonna be big. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's
a little hot.
It gets a little hot.
Yeah, but it's fine. They have Mr. Mister. What else? Anything else? So Huggy Bear, thanks. The Grain Cellar.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the Grain Cellar for helping us out, and good job today, Kennedy.
Good job to you, Josh.
Yeah. So everybody have a great weekend. Buy beers for people. I don't know. The beer laws have not changed. I don't think the governor has signed the law yet. That's a thing to watch out for.
It's coming.
It's coming, hopefully. Hopefully some shenanigans. Watch that. And we'll be back here for Thursday. So, I don't know. That's all I got, I guess. You got anything you need to say?
Beer someone this weekend.
There you go.
Buy a stranger a beer. Go to a brewery. Say, I got the guy behind me.
There you go. Perfect move. Excellent way to go out. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back next Thursday. Some more beer talk and beer shenanigans and news and all kinds of stuff. Maybe a guest. Well, no. We got some other guests in the works, and all that good stuff. So, for Kennedy, I'm Josh. We'll see you next week in the Huggy Bear. Liquid Lunch, everybody.
Production.